Listen, honestly, you'd better get out of here.
What? What are you talking about? I can't just run away. Do you know something I don't?
I talked to Abigail. She heard some nasty rumors about you.
They're accusing me based on nothing at all. But I know the prince. She doesn't believe rumors.
Let's say Hazel doesn't want to hurt you. Others could change her mind.
Who would? Honestly, who would stand to gain something from my death?
Look, I'm sorry, but actually Hilda could benefit from this.
What? What the hell did I ever do to her?
Nothing. But she's never liked me spending time with you.
What a witch.
Yeah. She can be a bit of a bitch sometimes.
If I run, people will think I'm guilty and that I want to leave the Camarilla. But you can't leave the Camarilla.
Yes, we can. I know people who can help you. Anarchs. Don't underestimate them. They've held out against the Cam for a long time now.
Do you realize what it would mean to really run away?
I just know what's gonna happen to you if you stay here.
But if I leave, they'll call for a blood hunt.
If you stay, you won't make it through the night. Listen to me, damn it!
You don't know that. I can't just drop everything like that. I won't survive the night alone.
You have to believe me about the Anarchs. I know their leader, Saul. I've seen her help people in situations like yours. It's your only chance.
I could stay.
And be destroyed? Listen to me. Saul can help you. You can do this.
How do I go about this? Where do I go?
I'll go back to see the prince. That'll buy you some time. I'm not here to... We thought you were behind the attack.
Just can it? You can stop the little dance routine already? It's not gonna work on us. So spit it out. Why did your bitch of a prince betray us?
She didn't. This is so backwards.
You're gonna pay for her treachery. You get that? None of you are going to get away with this.
That's enough.
But Deneb.
I said enough. You're putting me in a somewhat awkward position. I would like to take you at your word, but that would mean putting what's left of my men in danger. If you're telling the truth, you're going to have to prove it.
Honestly, if I wanted to finish the job, do you seriously think I would have come all by myself?
If you thought there was nobody to find, yes. What a stroke of luck that would have been. All our secrets would have been ripe for the taking. All our work in thaumaturgy. Our archives.
And I would have been able to do jack shit with it. I'm no blood witch.
You wouldn't have to, but there are a few Tremere among you, if I'm not mistaken.
You have to believe me, we're not responsible for the attack at the party. The prince will be relieved to know that you're all safe and sound.
If only that much were true. Many of our brethren were in attendance at that accursed reception.
The prince has sent someone there to find out what happened. It was a dangerous decision, but it was the only way to get to the bottom of this. And in the same breath, she sent me here to see if you were safe.
Very well, my dear. I would like to believe that you are not here to finish the job, as they say. However, the idea that your prince sent you to help us? Iverson may be many things, but she is most certainly not sentimental.
You're right. That isn't the only reason I was sent.
Just why are you here, then?
For our alliance. I know these times are tough, but the prince wants to make sure our agreement still stands.
What agreement?
What do you mean, what agreement? The union you were supposed to celebrate at the party.
Be more specific. What were the particulars?
With all due respect, Mr. Osborn, I'm a little too old for pop quizzes. We both know the broad terms of the Alliance. I wouldn't be here if that wasn't the case. Can we just get down to business?
What attitude? Fine. You're right. We've wasted enough time already. Let the negotiations begin.
What negotiations?
Look around you. This room used to be teeming with devoted kindred. We lost 3/4 of our people. Hartford has taken serious risks. In all regards, risks that are not on par with your prince's commitments. We demand compensation.
I see.
You seem to know the terms of the Alliance like the back of your hand. You're more than qualified to participate in these negotiations.
With all due respect, I don't think...
Enough small talk. What is your prince willing to give us to salvage this alliance and right the wrongs that she's caused us?
What if the prince gave you a slice of her city?
That would depend on the neighborhood.
Hey ma'am, girl, where are you going with this? Whichever one you want.
Downtown?
Within reason.
All right. How about Charlestown?
Why not?
Very well. We have a deal. I'll contact our headquarters in Hartford to iron out the details.
Fantastic. Hazel's gonna kill me.
Well then, it looks like we have ourselves an agreement. Hartford will remain under Boston's umbrella for now.
How do you open the dumpsters in the garbage room?
What dumpster?
The dump... Are you toying with me?
No, but the cops already looked. There's nothing there.
Open it.
Mr. Missouri, I promise you won't find anything there. And I can't open it anyway. It's for staff only. Why do you want to go through the trash anyway?
You sure you want to piss me off, Wyatt?
Of course not, Mr. Missouri. I have no desire to waste your time at all. But I just can't open these dumpsters. Listen, we're just gonna forget this conversation ever happened, and...
Excuse me? You didn't just try to corrupt my memories, did you?
Oh, no. I'm so sorry, Mr. Missouri. I shouldn't have. I know. How can I make it up to you?
Before I get really angry, do you want to tell me what the hell is going on?
I'm scared, Mr. Missouri. Scared of what you're gonna think when you see what I've been doing in there. I didn't mean any disrespect.
You're not doing a very good job. Get a grip, man.
Yes. Yes, Mr. Missouri.
Open it now.
Just promise me you won't touch anything. Some of my stuff is in there. Please, don't touch it.
I've been sent by the Prince of Boston. Do you really think I owe you
anything.
That's not what I meant.
You talk too much. Open the door.
Right away. All right. It's open.
Wouldn't you rather tell me what you're hiding in there?
Well, I cook a little. A guy's gotta survive. I don't have to tell you that. I don't make a whole lot of money here.
Mom, wait, please? I'm going to be sick. All this blood, it feels so strong.
Crap. She feels as bad as I do.
I want to leave, Mom. I'm scared.
Hey, you're okay, Halsey. Time out. Let's just calm ourselves down.
It's so awful, Mom. My tummy really hurts.
Look at me.
Why would someone do this to them?
My precious little sugar fangs. Look into my eyes. I'm right here. We'll take it slow, okay? Each step forward, we take together.
Okay, Mom.
We have to try and think of something else when that happens. I've got an idea. Let's play a game.
Here? In the middle of all this?
Why not? We can just pretend they're not here, right?
We could play Riddle Me This.
Are you sure? You know I'm pretty good at solving riddles.
Me too. I've got one. Riddle me this. What makes a good slave but a poor master?
Let me think. How about fire? Fire is something that serves us every day, but you should never let it become the boss.
Yes, you got it. You are good. You're really good at Riddle Me This.
That's better. You can do anything when you put your mind to it, Sugar Fangs.
Wait, you didn't steal the answer by reading my mind, did you?
What? Me? I'd never do that. Never.
Ha ha ha. I'll come up with a harder one then.
So, have you come up with another riddle for me?
Yes, I've got one.
I'm listening. It's not too hard, is it?
No. Riddle me this. I fear the sun more than anything, and the mortals have been fighting me since forever. If they catch me, they keep me in a box. Who am I?
The sun makes me think of us, but that box, that doesn't sound right. I'd say, could it be a fridge?
You're very warm.
The cold, it's the cold. Is that it?
Yes! You're good at riddles, Mom.
And you, my little pumpkin, you are a riddle master.
Thinking about something else helped.
Me too. But we need to get going.
Mom?
What is it, Sugar Fangs?
I hear voices, Mom. Do you hear them too?
Let's take a little time out then. Weren't you supposed to be coming up with a riddle for me?
Oh yeah. I forgot.
I'm ready. I'm listening.
Okay, but it's the last one, alright?
Cross my heart, pumpkin.
So, riddle me this. If the child of Hazel Iverson is the sire of my child, who am I to Hazel Iverson?
Let me think on it a moment.
I guess.
I would be her child.
Oh, you figured it out. That was a hard one, too.
You're not disappointed, are you?
No. I'm happy that you're so good at riddles.
So are you, Sugar Fangs.
I love it when we play this game.
So do I, Pumpkin. It's so much fun. And we feel better. Timeout is over now. Let's go.
We're really close to Richard, but I don't want to see him.
And she sent you here. And you'd rather obey her? She's using you. There's no way I'll help. Ask her for help since you're here for her.
I don't want you to go back to sleep at the Institute. Please don't leave me all alone again.
You didn't show up at the Elysium. I thought you might need help.
Now isn't that ironic? The doctor needing help from the patient.
But I was right, was I not?
Yes. That's not the question. It's obvious that Hazel is manipulating you.
She cares about me. I don't see why it's an issue.
Does she care about you? Or about your premonitions?
That argument doesn't hold water. Hazel's not the first person to take an interest in our gifts. Princes have always sought glimpses of tomorrow to better rule their domains. Take Quentin King, for example.
Yes, I know. She wants to separate you from me, I'm sure of it. What has she been telling you about me?
Mom, you're not going to tell him about me, right? He never wants us to be together.
Hazel told me that she trusted me.
You do well not to return the favor.
Why is that?
You don't release a patient from a Markovian institute to run a few errands.
You always see the bad in everything.
Your gifts can be particularly useful to her. Keep it in mind. I just know it's a good thing that she likes us. Well, you particularly. Right, it's a good thing I keep my emergency kit at the Prince's apartments.
Why?
I'll give you a dose. Once we're back there, that should be enough to get you back to the Institute.
You see? I knew it. He's always scolding us.
I never promised that I wouldn't ever go back. But first, I need to finish what I came here to do.
That's not how it works. You can't just interrupt your treatment whenever you feel like it.
Richard! I'm fine.
Since I can't diagnose it, I'll take your word for it. Hazel should have respected my instructions.
What do you mean?
She should have followed the treatment I prescribed for you, that's all. This issue is not over. I will have words with her. Let's get out of here.
You go ahead. I'll catch up with you.
Alicia, that's not what
You want me to trust you, but you don't trust me.
It's not that. I'm just worried about you.
Get going. The clock is ticking.
You can, at the very least, let me help you.
Stop it right now. I know you saw Fang. Right here. I already told you not to speak to her again.
Come again?
Don't try to deny it. You spoke to her.
Fine. She came here. I don't see what the problem is.
What exactly is driving you?
Unlike you, I don't try to control the lives of those around me. Fang still enjoys a certain degree of freedom, doesn't she, to choose whom she sees? We ran into each other by accident, and we didn't speak for long.
I spoke with her. She told me that you summoned her.
Summoned? Please be serious. I don't summon people.
No, that's not your style.
I did ask her to stop by. There was no obligation. None whatsoever. And I don't think she regretted our meeting at all. I really don't see the harm in it.
It's not your business to understand.
I'd really like to, though. I just wanted to give her some advice. To help guide her through this brave, dangerous new world. When it comes to that, I don't think you're doing enough. Am I mistaken?
You needn't worry. She's been introduced to everyone. I don't intend to leave her defenseless among the drooling predators skulking in the corners. And she might just surprise you.
I'm sure she will.
She's worth far more than your estimations.
Is she worth more than me?
Are you sure you want an answer to that?
All right, all right. I never took you for the fatherly sort. But I guess anyone at any age is vulnerable to the winds of change. Your concern for Feng is to your credit. It really is. However, I can't help making comparisons with my own past experiences.
You shouldn't.
It was long ago, I admit. But I'm still your only child.
You're jealous.
I'm not jealous. Although I do regret the unfortunate turn our relationship has taken. I'm worried about Feng, honestly. You would worry too if you were in my shoes. I just want to make sure she doesn't go through the same thing I did. The crushing weight of disappointment. The distance. The disdain.
Beryl, I'm sorry. I made a mistake with you.
A mistake? What, pray tell, did you ever do to make things go awry? You dropped me in a hornet's nest and left me to dodge the stings. I've been nothing but alone from the very start. You gave up, Caleb. And did you ever once consider fixing your mistake?
That's why I'm doing things differently with Feng. I don't want to make the same mistake again.
Ah, such eloquence, which never ceases to surprise me. You've always wielded words with such deadly skill. But there is one small detail it seems you have forgotten. You won't be there for her much longer.
What?
Think about it. You're the oldest person in this city now. It gnaws at you like it does all the elders. You can feel it inside you, and it will grow and grow until you finally give in. How long do you think it will be before you leave too?
I'd weigh your words. One might think you actually want me gone.
Far be it from me to want that.
Yet you seem so eager to replace me, even purring up to Feng. That doesn't seem like a very loyal attitude to have.
I won't let you question my loyalty.
Then do something to prove it. Then we'll talk.
Actually, if I understand you right, and I think I do, we're of the same mind. With a few minor differences.
Is that so?
We both want what's best for Feng. So then why can't I see her?
It's quite simple. Either you do what I say, or I'll take more radical measures.
There's no need for that. I'm sure we can find common ground.
You don't come near Feng again, and I won't tear you limb from limb.
I was thinking of something a little more...
It's non-negotiable.
I see. I'll have to settle for that.
You'd better.
I just wanted to make sure she knew what she was doing here. I didn't think you'd react like this.
You didn't think I'd find out.
Don't turn this into a witch trial. If I've acted badly, it was with good intentions. But I've heard your message loud and clear. I'll bear it in mind.
Just keep your distance, and everything will be fine.
Yes, you've made yourself very clear.
Look who's back.
I know you missed me. I've got something to tell you that you're not gonna like.
What?
It has to do with your second.
Yardley? What's the problem?
He wants you out of the picture.
Excuse me?
He knows you won't help us against the SI. He offered to help me. In exchange for your head.
No way. Do you have any proof to back up your claim?
He asked me to plant some forged documents in your safe. I didn't do it. I've got them with me if you want to see them.
That won't be necessary. Yardley, I knew he was up to something. But for him to use you against me, he's sunk to a new level.
That's all I know.
I guess I should thank you.
You owe me more than that. I saved your ass. I want you to talk to Thane and defend Hazel's offer.
I knew it. You might be onto something. But what's in it for me?
You'll get to keep your head on your shoulders. How does that sound?
I say that sounds good. This is your first time, isn't it?
What? Negotiating?
No, fighting.
I've spent my life doing it.
So you should know that you rarely win without sacrificing something. How many people will be destroyed tonight, if I agree to help you? How many of your friends? Are you ready to bear that burden?
We won't lose anyone tonight. The court will be there to back us up. I'm fully aware of what I'm asking you to do.
And you're sure about this?
I wouldn't be here if I wasn't.
I might have been wrong about you. But I'm going to be honest. It's not about you. It's your prince.
I know you don't trust Hazel.
Because I know her too well. Randall does too. If you reach out to help her, she'll cut off your hand. What makes things any different this time?
I'll be there to stop her.
Yeah, I'd like to see you try.
Her Primogen has the means to control her.
So? Are you part of that band of thieves?
Exactly.
Really? Oh. Now that you mention it, you're a lot like them. Maybe we could use you to our advantage. You'll be the one to take the blows. Fine. I'll help you and back your request. But I can't promise anything.
I know. With you and Saul, that should do it.
Saul?
Yeah. She agreed to help me.
All you're missing is Rafa, and you'll have a winning hand. Hell of a team.
Thane will give in. I'm sure of it.
Yeah. Listen, I've got to wrap up a couple of things with my second first. I'll meet up with you later, okay?
All right.
One last thing. If your prince betrays us, I'll destroy you.
I should have known. I'd heard that the prince's bitch was sniffing around here. How did you get in?
Through the front door.
How banal.
I'll come up with something better next time.
You must be Mem Lewis. Tell me, why shouldn't I just put an end to you right now?
Go ahead. Let's see what happens. You might not have the time to blink before I splash your brains all over the walls.
I see. Iverson taught you how to bite.
I didn't need her to teach me anything.
I think I have the right to know what you're doing in my cabin. Or are you just gonna stand there, yapping?
Saul told me I should come see you. She thinks you could help us.
Don't tell me she agrees with your shitty plan.
How do you...
I got a detailed report about your little crisis meeting. Thane was right to refuse to cooperate. It'd be a huge mistake.
It will be if you don't help us.
We're not allies. Never have been, never will be. So why should we risk our asses to save yours?
This is bigger than our sects. They don't give a shit about whether you maintain the traditions or not. To them, we're all parasites.
You've got some nerve. How many parasites have you destroyed because they didn't follow your damn rules?
That has nothing to do with this.
Oh no? It has everything to do with this. Spare me your bullshit about the common good. Anyways, the old bat is wrong. London, Vienna, we've seen what they can do. You're no match for them. You don't stand a chance.
It's going to be tough for sure. But it's not impossible if we unite our forces. I know that we're complete opposites. But it's just for tonight. With you. The humans won't stand a chance.
A lot of times there's a gap between the stats and reality, Lewis. Especially since we have no idea how many of them there really are.
We're kindred, damn it. Just one of us is worth 5 of theirs. We'll crush them.
1 to 5. It could work. Listen, even if you're right, even if all of that were true, I couldn't help you. I can't.
Why not? What's stopping you?
You wouldn't understand.
Explain.
You should know, since you went through my cabin.
Hazel.
There you go. Hazel. She doesn't know I'm still here. And if she were to find out, well, you get the picture. I've been working for years to make sure it doesn't happen. It was complicated enough before. But it's even harder now that she's Prince. My existence is at stake, Lewis. And I'm not going to sacrifice myself for your alliance.
I see where you're coming from, but I swear nothing will happen to you. I won't let Hazel touch you.
She's the Prince. You have no power over her.
I'm a member of the Primogen Council. At least, I will be soon. I can protect you.
Really? A member of the Council? I don't know. I'd be hanging all my hopes on you.
It's either that, or final death will come knocking in a matter of days. You have to trust me, Rafa.
All right. I got your message. You can count on me to try to clean up your Prince's mess.
Thanks, Rafa.
I'm not doing it for you.
I know. But thanks anyways.
We've got to get ready. I'll give the others a heads up and tell them to let you in.
Great.
I hope you know what you're getting yourself into, Lewis. We won't forget you. I've got to get ready. I'll meet up with you later. But that's the last time you break in here. Got it?
Got it.
What? Fine. Very well. I'm coming. Ah, thus Cain went to Abel.
Excuse me.
My conviction might not be as strong as it used to, but I can still sense your true nature. My stomach is in knots. I'm not wrong, am I?
And you aren't crying out for help.
Should I? We could just have a conversation. Quietly.
Why?
I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. To meet a kindred, face to face. Who knows? Maybe you'll also learn something from the exchange. I am Father Joseph Manna.
You can call me Caleb.
Caleb? Very well. That's a much better start to our conversation. Or an exchange of best practices. I consider myself an interpreter of the great book of your existence, and you are a fascinating subject.
What exactly are you looking for?
You intrigue me. From a theological standpoint, you're an enigma.
That's almost certainly for the best.
I'm not so sure of that. Perhaps if we understood you better.
It's not that simple. We'll always incite fear in humans. The mere mention of us generates a reaction of disgust.
That could evolve. With time and patience.
Time is one thing we don't have. The Inquisition only stops when all is consumed and reduced to ashes.
Well, maybe we could find another remedy.
You might be exactly what I'm looking for here. We could work together, but you're siding with the barbarians. A scholar like you has no place here.
You're mistaken about us. Our common interest is to understand you.
Then you must be blind.
What makes you say that?
You're just trying to eliminate us as efficiently as possible.
We study you. Our methods may certainly be questionable, but...
Questionable? You call systematic immolation a method? Your need to soothe your conscience speaks volumes.
You may be right. It's never easy to realize that you're on the wrong side, is it?
It's not too late to open your eyes.
Perhaps. And perhaps I could also make the same argument regarding you. Admit that we can't just stand by and do nothing. Vampires are a threat. Why should I help you?
Just think of all that we could do together. A mutually beneficial partnership would be ideal for a researcher such as yourself.
Indeed. An unprecedented alliance. The offer is tempting, I admit. You must understand my hesitation. If you were in my shoes, would you trust yourself? You're not a sheep. That's obvious. But that doesn't mean you'd help your enemies.
You made your decision when you chose not to call security. There's no reason to hesitate now.
You don't understand the predicament in which I find myself. It seems so simple when you say it. But if evil is among us, it will be difficult to defeat. Like the snake in the Garden of Eden.
So, I'll cut off its head.
You mean to kill Monsignor Stanford? You're mad. That's not the solution.
Stanford is far from innocent. He defiles your beliefs.
It's true that we are often in disagreement.
Then it's time to take action.
You're right. I've been blinded for far too long. I don't know where Stanford is, but you can locate Chiara Faverone in the clinic. She's the only person who has access to that on the main computer.
Very well, then.
But please, no unnecessary violence. Leave, now, before someone finds us together.
Not so fast.
Very well. Let's get down to the... Begin by
I won't say a word.
You disappoint me. I expected more maturity from an old leech like yourself. We know all about you, Galeb, Suleiman, Parasite. They're all just synonyms. Repeat after me, Suleiman. Confiteor Deo Omnipotenti. Repeat. Mea culpa. Mea maxima culpa. Bear your guilt until your imminent final death. Bear it, and may the Lord have mercy on you. But let's not waste our time on trivial matters. You're a businessman.
I won't tell you a thing.
You'll learn that I admire courage. But sometimes it comes with a price. Pray, if you still can. Domine Maybe you'll stop your foolishness now. Be that as it may, you managed to find us. How?
We have eyes everywhere. You'll never make me talk.
This could all be so much more pleasant. It's my fault. I must not have made myself clear enough.
interfere in any of this. You're going to need to be more reasonable now. Let's try something else now. A subject that's especially dear to me. I know there's a place where you believe you are in safety. Since you know where we are, don't you think it's only fair that you tell us where you are?
Fine. I'll tell you where we hide.
Where? Let's finish this.
Washington Street.
A nice location. That could be right. I'm intimately acquainted with Boston, you see. I was born here. That's why it's so important to me that we clean it up. We'll verify this information quickly. Very quickly. I have so many more questions to ask. Let's see what I can find out from you. It seems we've caught another who's of greater interest than you.
Who?
See you soon, Caleb.
I get that you're busy, but...
But you decided to interrupt me anyway. Fantastic.
Wyatt isn't coming to help.
He didn't obey? What exactly did he say?
He wasn't thrilled with the job you gave him.
A thin blood and a coward too. We're all going to be in trouble just because he's scared. He doesn't know what he's got coming.
Wow. Well, hold on. Why are we all going to be in trouble?
Get out of here now!
What are you hiding, Beryl?
You dare?
You leave me no choice.
This is madness. What part of out do you not understand?
I'm worried you're going to make our situation worse.
What is this world coming to? I'm a member of the council. What I do is no business of yours.
This is Richard's Red Salon. Anything that could get us in trouble is my business.
Your dear Richard. You're always protecting him over and over.
Yes, that's just how we Malkavians are.
How touching. Completely incomprehensible, but touching nonetheless. I already told you. I'll find a solution. I won't keep you any longer.
I'm not leaving until I'm sure there's no danger with whatever you and Wyatt are up to.
What makes you think I could be hiding something so perilous?
The checks for the sale of the emptied bodies, they're made out to B&L Corp, not to Hazel, as I would have expected.
Honestly, I don't make much from it if that's what you're insinuating.
It's still stealing, isn't it?
Let's just say I'm growing her money since she doesn't have time to do it. Are we done now?
It's not just that. Now's not the time to turn down a helping hand.
If I accept your help, you can't tell anyone about it. Ever.
Unless I need to.
Well, you're honest, I'll give you that. But I still think it's a bad idea. You're not the sharpest knife in the kitchen. If I let you help me, it could make matters worse. So stay out of it. Do you understand?
And our prince?
What about the prince?
So if I understand correctly, she shouldn't be involved in this either?
You're getting bolder, I see.
Because as a member of her council, I'm guessing she'd be interested.
Bravo! 1 point for Laisha. Fine. I give up. I'll never manage to clean it all up myself.
So you're saying you...
No, there's no time for that. I accept your offer to help, but that doesn't mean I trust you. We'll see about that once you've gotten rid of... Just destroy it.
Destroy what?
You'll see.
Who you really are, of course. I know who I am. Are you sure? If that's true, then tell me. Who are you looking for? No, it's not. Say it. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. That's good. That's the only honest answer you can give. You don't have any idea what's going on, because you've forgotten who you are, but you can get it back. Concentrate. You're like a jigsaw puzzle that's been broken into 1,000 scattered pieces. If you don't take the time to piece yourself back together, the rest is pointless. But I don't have time! You don't have a choice. Take the time you need. Please. Give yourself a chance. You're worth it. Even if I wanted to, I wouldn't know where to start. I can help you. Let's start from the beginning. Try to remember. What's your name? I think... Yes? I saw a name on a patient file. I think my name is... Marie. Yes! I knew you'd remember. Welcome back, Marie. It's coming back to me. Let's try something else. But don't think about it too much. Trust your instincts. Say the first thing that comes to mind. Alright. Who is Richard? I don't understand. He's my sire. Wrong. What? You're lying. I can't lie. Richard isn't your sire, and you know it. No! I have one last question for you. You can take your time with this one. Who is Halsey? She's my sire, isn't she? Yes. I'm going to help you now. Our name was Marie. We were born in 1911 in France. Do you remember? Our parents worked at an explosives factory. That is Shanaline. That's right.
You know what I am. You cannot defy me.
I might surprise you.
I asked you a question.
That's all there is to it, am I right? Barking out orders to your servants? You have no respect for us.
We do much more than give you orders. We pluck you from the gutter and offer you a place. Our society requires people like you to support it. And people like you need us, too.
I was in need, that's for sure. But I could have managed on my own.
Really?
I don't know. Maybe.
You're lying to yourself and you know it.
The real problem is that there's something inside you that makes you abandon us. You bind us to you, and we become dependent on you. It's like a drug. Don't you have any qualms about leaving us behind?
You're not our children. Your survival is your own responsibility, whether we are there or not.
That's what I thought. So you're no better than humans. All your promises about eternity are nothing but bullshit. Stanford's trying to save us. I want to get my old life back.
An insipid human life. Is that what you want?
My life wasn't insipid.
Maybe, but it must have been bitter. Think of everything you've experienced since.
Maybe things weren't all that bad. Maybe you're trying to manipulate me too. Stanford warned us. He really cares about us. You, on the other hand, have nothing to offer.
You're speaking to an immortal who's existed for more than 300 years. Do you really think I have nothing to offer? Eternity would be too simple of an answer. I can offer you more than you could ever imagine.
You remind me of my former mistress. I could never refuse her anything. I wanted to see him about my insomnia. He asked me to wait. It wasn't like him. He seemed preoccupied. He told me, I think he's in the hospital's chapel.
You think, or you're sure?
He said he was going there. I don't know anything more.
Great.
I'm here.
I sense fear here. Where are we? What's going on?
It's not far from home. An island just off the coast of Boston.
How did I get here?
You took a boat. And so did I.
A boat? Like when we came over from France?
Yes, that's right. Do you remember sailing to Boston? You were very good.
Yes, I remember. It was fun. But... hurry. I'm still scared. I was so sad before. And then I started to get used to you not being there. And now you're back and it's all getting mixed up. Why? Why did you come?
You're lost. I felt the same thing. I didn't know where I was, or even if you existed. But I knew deep down that it was you. I missed you so much. You have to believe me.
But you always believe what the others tell you. You came to get me, but then they'll make you forget everything. I don't want to go back to the prince because they'll be mean to us. And it'll start all over again.
No, I won't let them.
You already left me once.
Halsey, I know it must have been hard. I'm really...
I don't want to hear you're sorry. It hurt too much.
I can't make up for everything, but I didn't choose to be separated from you. I thought you were still with me, all the time, everywhere I went. Because I wouldn't have been able to bear the idea that you weren't there. So I'm sure that what you went through was... But it's over, Sweet Fangs. I'm here.
Oh, Mom!
Nothing will ever keep us apart. Ever again. We're not crazy, sweetie. It's the world around us that's crazy.
I want to go far away from here, Mom.
Yes, we'll go far, far away. Together. Let's get some things from the Institute and we'll leave.
Okay, Mom. That's what I want to do. With you, Mom.
As long as I have God on my side, I will be.
I'll break you. You and your faith.
A touch of bravado. Now that you're cornered, nothing can stop us. You're done for.
We won't disappear without a fight.
The war is already won. We've proven we're much more powerful than you.
You took us by surprise, but now we've been warned. The battle will be long.
Resistant. like cockroaches.
Unlike you, we have all of eternity before us.
Your pitiful efforts to reach me won't change a thing. What's your plan here?
To put a stop to you.
By killing me. We are Legion. Killing one of us won't make the rest of us vanish into thin air.
You have made this battle a personal matter.
Do you mean our little interview?
My face speaks volumes.
It brought me no satisfaction. It was necessary.
I, however, will derive great satisfaction from sinking my fangs into your flesh.
Demon.
For you, it will feel like a kiss coming from within you.
Enough.
Then you'll feel nothing else but the chill of death.
I have seen the consequences of your crimes. I have dried orphans' tears, tended to gaping wounds, calmed tormented minds. You spread your plague like rats. You feed off the human race. You're nothing but parasites.
At least I don't deny my true nature. I know what I am. A creature superior to you mortals.
But we're not just talking about humans here. You profane the very earth with your presence. From the shadows, you manipulate the fates of civilizations. You bring famines. You stoke wars. You seek to take control of the entire world. And you'll be the cause of its ruin.
And what about you? You live in secrecy. You lie to those you feign to protect. No government dares stand up to you.
But we're doing nothing more than defending them.
For now. But that's how tyrants are born. You're no better than us. I smell nothing but destruction in your wake.
What would you have me do? Faced with a creature stripped of all emotion, who sees you as nothing more than cattle. I've lost count of the number of dead bodies and broken lives. Fire is the only path to redemption. Down to the very last.
You're not afraid of contradictions. All that hate.
I harbor no hatred toward you. No more than I hate cholera, leprosy, or the plague. I'm committed to wiping this scourge from the face of the earth. In the end, only one question remains. Why do you continue to fight when the outcome is already decided? Your demise is inevitable. Why do you refuse to accept it?
I am bound to a young woman. I can't let her fall into your hands. I must repair my mistakes.
Do you think I don't know what that means? She is bound to you in the most egregious of ways. You've no regard for her free will, and still you reason you're fighting for her.
You can struggle. It's the natural order of things. The fight will only heighten my primal instincts.
No creature can resist the Almighty.
I am here for only one thing. I am a monster. Your predator.
That's impossible.
You're my prey. A sheep that has become separated from his flock. I'm hunting you. I'm going to show you the price you must pay if you come after me.
This is impossible.
Now, you will die.
Stay back!
Dios míos.